Warning, this podcast contains seashells.
And spoilers.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
This is Sally Sue.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 4, Episode 16, Poor Unfortunate Soul. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Omikins, a.k.a. Nikki.
Hey.
Clio. And Savannah, a.k.a. Rachel. How's it going?
I just got back from the beach.
The beach?
What?
Did you see Ariel?
No, I didn't.
Ursula,
Nope.
Poseidon, Trident.
Not very lovely
His
sunset.
mer people singing.
It's Triton, not Trident.
Triton.
It's
What I
Triton.
said, Triton.
You said Trident.
Triton.
Trident.
Triton.
Triton with his trident.
There you go.
Yeah, Triton. Yeah, there you go.
So what'd you guys think of this episode?
I liked it.
It's very interesting.
I really like Ursula.
I love when they do backstories on the characters. Give you a little more clue why they are what they are.
Nikki?
Nikki, of course.
I don't know. I mean, I love the whole thing with Ursula. That was amazing. I loved that redemption because I've always thought that Ursula was one of those characters where she was really overlooked, and it was just kind of like Maleficent, where she started off, she was evil from the very beginning, which she wasn't.
I think we all kind of said that if anyone was going to be a redemption story, would have been Ursula. I think we said that at one point.
Well, we had no idea how it would go out, and
No, yeah, but
this is like who thought that Poseidon was her dad?
pff,
Who
that
thought?
was a shock. I was a shock.
I was kicking myself though for not figuring it out because we even talked about how her and Trident in a version of The Little Mermaid were brother and sister, and who's Triton's father? Poseidon. I was kicking myself that I didn't figure it out. And I was like, the Greek
Yep.
the Greek classics nerd in me was just really mad at myself.
Who knew his day job or his night job was being a Ghostbuster also?
Yeah, Ernie Hudson. Hello there, buddy. How you doing?
You know, that bothered me through the whole episode. Is like, I know this guy somewhere. Where is he from? And now the revelation.
Now you're like,
Now you
Oh.
realize.
Now
Oh.
you know. The more you know.
The more you know. We just need a rainbow.
Yeah, I know.
I saw was like, oh my gosh. My daughter
So-
came in when I was watching it. She goes, "Is that the guy from Ghostbusters?" I was like, "Oh."
See, I already knew that he was going to be Poseidon and that he was going to be in an episode because I did digging because I'm a bad person. So I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming. So I also knew that Stefan was coming.
Yeah.
Stefan?
Stefan from last episode.
Stefan.
King Stefan.
Oh, King Stefan, yeah.
Because
okay.
he's on a few of the shows that I've been watching the last few years. So he was in Supernatural too. Can't remember.
Yeah, he's a
Yes.
character I like him.
One of those characters that's
He was-
everywhere.
There's so many characters in Supernatural, I can't even remember. But yes, Ernie Hudson.
Yeah. Yay!
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so my whole thing is with Ursula's backstory, right? They fixed something that I originally hated.
My
And-
brain actually just now clicked of what
Yeah. So
it is that you think is fake.
when we first saw Ursula in this series,
Mm-hmm.
it was when the evil queen was pretending to be her.
Yeah.
And then we saw Yvette Nicole Brown, her voice was playing the character, and I'm like, you can't just switch. Like, I hate when they do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in here, this Ursula is different from the Ursula in which the evil queen had a run-in with.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
right.
that
Our
was the
Ursula-
original deity, like the
Yeah.
god, Ursula. And this
Mhm.
Ursula is like, she made
She's named
herself.
Yeah.
She just made herself Ursula the deity.
Well, her father named her after
After
that
the deity.
Ursula, the
Yeah.
deity Ursula. Just
Yeah.
So she made herself like her.
for the I don't know. What was the reason? Did he say what the reason? Because she was strong or force or something.
Yeah, she was a strong and, a woman to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't know at infancy if she's going to be a strong woman.
No, but if you name your child after someone famous, it's usually to channel those sorts of qualities.
Yeah, look at Johnny Cash, a boy named Sue. He did that. Have you ever heard that song? Nikki looks confused. The whole song is about a boy named Sue and how this kid got really mad and he was looking to beat up his father over it. And by the end of the song, like, they're brawling in a bar somewhere, and he goes, "I did this to make you tougher. Like, it's gonna take a tough guy to have the name Sue and become a strong man because of it." And it's kind of like a really weird twist of the story or whatever. And like, because he resented his father growing up for giving him a girl's name, and in fact, all it did was make him stronger. So having a strong name can in fact do that. So.
Okay.
But what do you guys think of Ursula's story being kind of fused with the Little Mermaid itself? Like, she basically took Ariel's story.
Well,
yeah, it's a Ariel's story.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I was like, oh, it's the shell.
It's the shell.
Oh, she's singing that song. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I mean, does this downplay Ariel now?
No.
No, it gives her a different story for them to play with.
Yeah, I mean, in the first, or like in the beginning of this show, what they took a bunch of characters and put them into one character. Like, they would, like, Rumpel has, like, aspects of the Beast, but also of, like, other characters too.
Mm-hmm.
But now what they're doing is they're sort of splitting attributes.
Well, wouldn't Ariel be
Ursula's
niece?
Huh?
Wouldn't Ariel be Ursula's niece?
If it's the same Triton, it could be a different Triton that is Ariel's father.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be related. They might be.
I don't think they are.
I don't know.
But I mean,
Maybe,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
I don't think that's something they're going to explore.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
yet.
Do we know if we're going to see King Triton? Do we have any word on that?
No.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, so I don't know for sure, because in the Disney cartoon, The Little Mermaid, Triton and Ursula were brother and sister. It was just cut from the storyboard. If you look in the the behind the scenes and the making of or whatever, they just said that it was cut for time and stuff like that. But they legit were. So,
But guys, we got more Greek stuff. I am so happy.
yeah, so if that's the case with Poseidon and Ursula, yeah, they're related in some way, shape, or form.
It's actually more complicated than it's presented. Once you sit down and start thinking about it and try to connect things, it's like, wait, I don't think that works. But it's once upon a time they're gonna do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But it is kind of interesting because Poseidon here very much mirrored King Triton, and
he
it
even
almost
has the trident.
Yeah.
Trident.
I mean, it almost makes it redundant to add King Triton.
Well, I mean, unless
they
something
do
happens.
something different with him.
Well, unless something happens to Poseidon and Poseidon gives Triton the trident.
Yeah, passes it on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because so we had Ariel show up, and we'll get into her in a minute. But she went back through a portal or whatever and grabbed Poseidon. So it makes me believe that Poseidon's still in power at this point. So if he's still in power and Ariel's already born, then I don't see that happened unless he went on vacation for a month and left Triton in charge while he was gone. I don't know.
No, I mean they can take Ariel's father and make something different out of him. He could be somebody else with the name.
Yeah.
He could be
Triton.
Sebastian.
Or that dumb seagull.
No.
I don't remember the seagull's name.
Neither do I, because he's a seagull and mine?
Mine?
That's all I think about when I
Oh
hear.
no!
Nemo
Now it's
ruined
gonna
that.
kill me.
Yeah, Nemo ruined it. Doesn't it begin with a P or something? I don't
Oh,
remember.
God. We're all gonna look it
Is
up.
his
aren't
name
we?
just like Gully or something like that?
Gully.
No. I
Watch
don't-
it.
His
Fucking
first name's
is.
Fern.
This is the wrong, cartoon universe.
Scuttle.
Scuttle.
Scuttle, that's
Scuttle.
it.
Yeah,
Scuttle.
I was way off. Samsonite, I was way off. So, yeah, did you guys even think for a moment that Ursula's happy ending was going to be her singing voice? Like, I don't
It
even...
makes
But it had hit me.
Yeah, it made sense.
it makes complete sense because she seemed like her mom was everything to her. So, I mean, yeah, that's an easy happy ending. Just give her the thing that meant the most to her. I mean, I guess that's most of everybody's happy endings.
Well,
and in the beginning, when she was listening to the radio, I'm like, hold on, we haven't heard her sing yet.
Yep. Well, and then what Ariel said, maybe they're just going about the wrong way.
Well, that's to be expected.
Because they could have even twisted this, because I know it was Regina that took Ariel's voice in the other one, but they could have even done it where Ursula was trying to get Ariel's singing voice just to have a singing voice back, They
I mean,
could
that's
have
what she
done-
does in the Disney movie to seduce
But we don't
Prince
know
Eric.
we don't know if this Ariel has a singing voice, so.
It's very true. It's very true. We haven't heard her sing either. It's an assumption. But it was kind of interesting because we speculated that there was a lot of backstory between Hook and Ursula. We didn't quite know what it was, and everything
it's
really
not
tied
yours.
together here. Yeah,
They didn't hook up.
It didn't hook up.
It didn't hook up.
They didn't hook.
Although the other end of his hook was a key,
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
He just takes his hook off and opens the safe. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So
Genius!
Hook's had it this whole time. It was in the Jolly Roger, and he has Ursula cut a deal with him. Tell me what's up with the Dark One, and I'll give you your voice back. So he's like, reach in, portal, get the Jolly Roger, whatever. Ship was in a bottle.
Yep.
Yup.
What the hell? Like who
From Elsa!
Elsa did it.
Elsa did it.
Elsa!
did what?
Yes, that's
Elsa-
what she said. That's
Yes,
what
because
Ariel said.
Blackbeard attacked a boat from Arendelle.
He
And-
fucked her. He fucked
And the
Elsa
queen
over.
shrunk
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
How did she shrink it?
Magic.
She magic.
Blew my
Maybe
mind
she-
here.
Maybe she's got new magics. I don't know.
She's learning more magic. She
She's
has
in Aradel, and she's kind of like probably with little, rock trolls. She's probably learning something.
And she did it. They said that she did it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ariel got caught up in it.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like, this explains very much now where Ariel's been this whole time. I
Where's
actually
Eric?
really like that. Yeah, but that does leave us to where is Eric?
Oh, God.
Wait.
She's constantly leaving Eric. What the fuck, chick? You want him back and then you leave him.
It's not that she left him. He was taken, and Blackbeard knew where he was, and that's why she was after Blackbeard. She didn't choose to leave him.
Yeah, so that
Why
brings
did
up the question
Blackbeard
of where
want him?
Eric is now.
He's a prince. Ransom. Money.
Why do bad guys do anything?
Why are villains villains? Why don't they have happy endings? Oh, yeah.
Because they go about it the wrong way.
I don't know, maybe because you were a dick for a while. Maybe no one wants to be around you anymore.
Well, it did it gave them results that, they were getting more than they were getting by not being a dick. So, I mean, they're still not getting their happy endings, but they're making some kind of progress at least. I mean, Regina did put most people in a curse for a while, so she had somewhat of a happy thing going for a while until she realized that she wasn't exactly happy.
Yeah.
She
know.
realized she was lonely.
She got her
are like-
way.
Those are like
I thought that
fake
everyone
happy
being
endings.
miserable would make me happy.
Yeah, it's like fake happy endings. It's like it's not their true happy ending because it's not I wouldn't say doesn't come naturally.
Well, I
It was
mean,
forced upon people.
we have been taught from the very beginning of the show, magic has consequences. She used fucking magic
comes
to
at a
get.
price.
All magic
Exactly.
comes at a price.
Exactly.
You gotta do the hands too.
Sorry.
Jerry?
More jazz hand.
Seriously.
I would love to get like gold paint and dress up as Rumple for Halloween.
Yeah, and like that's my favorite version of Rumple too, because he just makes me giggle.
Yeah. Yeah. But where does that leave Ursula now? She's got her happy ending.
She's going home.
I don't know. I want her to stay and help.
So do I, but I
I want her
mean,
to stay. I like her so much. I don't want her to leave.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll see more of her. I mean, we're seeing Ariel, so I don't know. Maybe she'll help Ariel find Eric.
how long is Ariel going to stick around before she goes off for Prince Eric? I mean, she's already done her deed. She got Poseidon to help with Ursula. She might be gone already.
She very well could guilt Hook into helping, because
Oh, love the slap.
Hook does kind of owe her.
He owes her, but then again, he's worried about his happy ending being taken
He's worried
away.
about Emma, yeah.
Yeah, he's worried about Emma.
Right, which really felt kind of like this big empty story plot to me, is because he goes off and tells Emma, that she's his happy ending, and he's worried because villains don't get their happy ending right after he just gave Ursula her happy ending.
Yeah, I was.
It's like,
yeah.
are you what? Like,
Did you ignore what just happened?
Exactly, because he was never like all. I mean, not all the villains were always villains, but he was more unvillain than any of the other ones.
He was like kind of chaotic neutral for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Chaotic. So also synonymous for chaotic stupid.
There you go.
He's a guy. What do you expect?
At least he wasn't a murder hobo.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
I think he turned.
hasn't
Well, it's
been
like,
evil or good.
no, he turned to that line of work after his brother died. So, because he just couldn't deal.
He's not a true villain. He's not like
No, he's not a true
it's
villain.
not like Rumple.
yeah.
I don't know. Hook in all the movies and tellings, Hook's been a very extreme villain. Here on Once Upon a Time, he's walking those gray lines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's greatly in part to that Peter Pan was not a good guy.
Yep.
In all the
Yeah.
Peter Pan,
He was
in
in
all the other Peter Pan versions, Peter Pan's the good guy and Hook's the bad guy, and it was like
And-
Peter Pan was the bad guy and Hook's like
And
somewhere.
then we find out that he was enslaved basically by Peter.
Yeah, it was more of like Pan's the villain. Hook would have been the villain if Pan wasn't the villain, kind of thing.
I
So
don't think so.
I-
I mean, the only reason why because of the island that Pan had,
yeah, that's true too. Because
they wouldn't have come across it if Pan wasn't a thing.
Pan murdered his brother with the poison and
Mhm.
all that, which kind of made Hook go off the deep end. And I
Yeah.
mean, it was a combination of that, but it was also Rumple. Don't forget that, like Rumple and Mila and like that whole thing, and like that's what spurred Hook into this frenzy to begin with.
Into the revenge.
I think
the
Pan
revenge
is what
business.
broke him, but Rumple's what started it.
Well,
Well, he was already pirate when Rumple killed me.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, but he had not encountered Pan when Rumple did this yet.
He became a pirate because his
when
brother
his brother
died.
died.
Yeah.
So yeah, he already encountered
he went.
Pan
It's the thing with his brother happened,
on
and he was a
island.
pirate, and then he got enslaved by Pan. I think was
Mhm.
that how it went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Pan told him about the water, and it
But-
cured his brother. But he didn't tell him that if he left Neverland, that would kill his brother.
Right, but Rumple's like 700 years old, and then Hook got trapped on Neverland, and we
But
saw
that
we
was-
saw Rumple and Hook before Rumple was the Dark One.
But that was after he already became a pirate. He wasn't a pirate before he went to
Because
Neverland.
remember, Hook basically beat him within an inch of his life and called him a coward, and that's
Yeah.
when he lost Mila. So then when he became the Dark One and came after him,
Yes, but that was after Pan.
But that was in a short period of time. That was when he just became the Dark One.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a very long period of time.
No.
I don't know. Because I thought Hook was trapped on Neverland for the 700 years or 100 years or whatever it was.
He did, but that was after, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm confused. Somebody out there's got to have a wiki. Fill us in the comments below. Let us know what the hell went on.
I want all of the footage that's ever been in these episodes.
In sequence.
Yes, in sequence.
Yes.
I still want somebody to go back and do that for Lost.
You could go until present day.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I want somebody to do that for Lost too. Like put everything in sequence.
Oh, I think my brain would vomit if it was Lost because there's time travel in there. Don't even.
Do it.
There's time travel in Once Upon a Time too. I mean, you got Wonderland and you got the things and the lost year, and it's like what?
It's not even that, but it was.
There's dimension travel. There's not a.
No. Who here was happy? I'm pretty sure
we just had this discussion last week, Cleo. You're totally blocking out the one where Emma and Hook went back in time, and she was Princess Leia. Right. You keep blocking that out. There was legit time travel, Cleo.
Don't even fucking bring that up.
Princess Leia.
I remember that episode happened.
It was all Princess Leia.
My conscience is just like, that never happened.
Well, it did.
So, Dom, how happy are you that Will got a little spotlight tonight?
I'm still upset with Will. And they're like, oh, how do we know that this is Hook? And he go, or not Rumple, and he's because Rumple would have killed you.
And, well, I like the fact that they did bring up Neverland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Wonderland?
Wonderland, whatever, Neverland.
I know. I'm just so aggravated with Will right now. Like, we're over halfway done with this season right now, and he's still done nothing substantial.
Except get drunk, steal a book.
Made a ship bigger.
You don't
know
he was
how
on camera for like a grand total of a minute to do so.
We know something's stirring because he's with Belle and Rumple wants Belle back. We know something's gonna happen there, and Maleficent's gonna come in because she has that thing with him in the past, and then the Merry. Something is coming. They wouldn't bring him in if he was just gonna be useless for the whole freaking season.
I still want to believe that.
And they brought up Wonderland, and they, they're setting him up for something. They're starting to. It's starting to roll.
It's a long con, Dom. You strap in.
It's a long con of the most boring path ever. Like it's not even interesting to me.
You have to take it like a subplot.
I understand that, but it's not even interesting to me. Like it's just infuriating me to even see him on the show right now because he's doing
on something that is interesting.
It makes me happy seeing you furious.
It makes us happy seeing you unhappy
in your frustration.
I was extremely happy though to see August.
Yes.
I love that character.
He had substantial screen time.
Is he going to be
integral to the plot? It was insane.
Now, is he going to be a adult, or is the magic going to wear off?
I hope he stays.
I hope he does too.
I can't imagine they'd try again to make him a kid. I don't think.
Or will it wear off like the wood?
I just want to know Marco's reaction at this point.
Oh, I know, right? Is he still sleeping?
The only reaction I was focused on.
Is he still sleeping in the garage?
I mean, it was a sleeping curse.
Yeah.
It's going to take an act of true love to wake him up.
It's not that kind of...
But who's going to fill his Etsy orders?
I know, right?
He's a big boy now.
Yeah,
he's a big boy now.
The reunion of August and Emma made me think that they're going to fucking kiss. They were just oh my God.
That is kind of...
Last week, you all were trying to convince me that that was going to be a problem. It was going to be a thing. And I was like, no, it's not. And then I saw that scene. I was like...
I told you.
I don't want to believe it.
I don't want to believe it either, but I saw it with my eyes. And it's hard to tell.
You saw time travel with your eyes too, and you're still trying to suppress that.
I thought it was adorable.
It was. It was very cute.
It would be adorable if she was single, but she ain't.
But they didn't kiss. They were just happy friends.
Happy friends with a little too much hands touching knees. Thank you.
Wooden knees.
Was he still wooden on that?
I don't know. She's touching his
wood below.
She's touching his wood.
Oh God, no! Don't.
What if
stop.
What if his nose isn't the only thing that extends when he
Stop!
Lie to me, Pluto! Lie to me!
Now I'm just imagining splinters, and it's not. No, stop it.
You get protection. Put some lacquer on that.
Stop it!
Are we?
Stop it.
Did this just?
It's turning into fan fiction right now. Stop it.
So
Shellac
we
on that.
finally found out where the author is, thanks to August.
Yeah.
You got
That's
trapped
in the
by the
book.
sorcerer.
The author is in the storybook.
Yeah.
Now, is
Now-
the author in the torn out page or is he in the book?
He's behind that door.
Right.
In the book, but I think the door is the key to getting him out of, or her out of the book.
Why did the
August
sorcerer
did
trap him?
August did say that he is stuck in the book.
Right.
He clearly said that. So the
But
page
he
is
also
probably
said-
the key.
But he also said that the reason why he was able to lie without his nose growing is because he didn't know where Henry was with the page.
Mhm.
Keep that in mind too.
He didn't
so
know where the door was.
Right.
Okay, I see.
so
That confused me.
he was implying that the page was actually where
Like the
he
gateway
is.
to the book.
But he said the book, which is really confusing. So I don't know if the page has to be reunited with the book to open it, or
I would imagine
Mm-hmm.
that would be,
Yeah.
or there's some sort of puzzle or key.
Yeah, something. But why did the sorcerer trap him in the book?
I want to
It's-
know
it's
is
Merlin and Morgana.
I want to know is where is the other page that was attached to? Because when those books are made, and you saw August how he tears them apart, those pages are like a double sheet of paper long, and you have to put them in sequence, and like the first page is really the last, first page
Yeah.
and last page are the same page, and then each page is
But-
like V-shaped in out, after that. So if he tore that out, what page is on the other side that fell out with it?
Maybe that's
Is it
probably
torn out?
Maybe that's the page of Regina and Robin.
No, because there would have to be a whole story in that book for that page,
Maybe there
and there
was.
isn't.
No, I mean it's also a magic book. It might not
Yes.
have another side to it.
But
it
we did
might have
see
had
when
that
August
story
took it
in
apart,
there.
we did see it work that way.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we did. But
But we don't know. I mean, that story could have been in there, but Regina went down the wrong path, and
I
he
still
had
think
to
it's an
rewrite
alternate book.
There
I
were
think-
so many empty books at that in the house that
Yeah.
it was probably part of another book.
It's the way it appeared too, like magic. It's
Yeah.
not that they just found it like lying around.
Yep.
It physically manifested from somewhere. So I think that's the author trying to communicate with them.
oh,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot. I still want it to be Madame Mim. I want it more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else would be sufficient enough to be the author, and I can't think of anyone else
I mean,
worthy.
I don't know. Because she wasn't really a villain, but she was a villain. So why would she be writing happy endings for the heroes?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about, I don't know a lot about Madame Mim, but I know Morgana, who Madame Mim is supposed to be based on,
Mm-hmm.
and Morgana was not always bad.
Right.
She turns bad at the very end.
Yeah. That's kind of the impression I got.
Sort
with
of a
Madame Mim as
betrayal
well.
kind of thing. So if Morgana and Merlin sort of like are on the same side for a long time.
Right, and then they get into a rivalry kind of war. Yeah.
As far as like Mim goes, we look at this show and there's a lot of twisting and turning as far as evil and good goes. This Madam Mim, she could be good. We
Yeah.
don't know.
But
Yeah, the
there was
sorcerer could be the dick.
there's also, and you gotta think about, there's also a reason why the sorcerer trapped him or her in
Right.
the book.
Obviously.
And you know what? They are not going to find that out. Then they're going to release it, and it's going to be horrible.
And I wonder what else is trapped with the sorcerer or with the author. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
if
true.
it's just the author.
Yeah.
um,
Horrible's going to happen. Because
I
they
mean,
didn't go to find
who-
out why.
who is allowed? Who wants their life to be just like decided by some single person? Maybe that's the main simple reason why they were locked up. Like, you gotta stop doing this. People need to make their own stories. They need to make their own
Exactly.
choices.
So if they release the author, is it going to be good consequences, or is there going to be bad consequences releasing
What
the
if,
author from
what
the
if
book?
the author is Walt Disney?
Just his frozen head?
Obviously, they would get an actor to play him.
Obviously, but I
Oh,
no.
thanks. Tom Hanks.
Oh God, no.
Tom Hanks. He did a good job in.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
He did. He did a great job,
It was
actually.
a very good job as Mr. Disney.
I'm trying to think of, like, out there characters that it could possibly be. Like, I would love, we've talked many times over of Jeremy Irons to play Scar. Like, I would love Scar.
I don't see how that would. Right
but
now.
I don't see how Scar
see
would
how-
be the author, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how that would come to.
I'm trying to think of anybody else that I possibly could.
I mean, we can even look as far, like we know that Camelot is going to be brought in to the show.
We have no idea.
No,
I have no
no.
idea.
We
remember
talked about this.
Sword
Camelot
in
was
the Stone.
killed. He's dead.
That's Lancelot. Was
Oh,
killed.
Lancelot. is
Lancelot.
dead.
Lancelot. No,
That's right.
Camelot.
Sword
I
in
meant the land of Camelot.
Yeah,
Right.
Sword in the Stone.
We don't know for sure. We're kind of because I think the reason why is we're trying to go off of we originally started with sorcerer and who's the sorcerer. If the sorcerer is not Yensid, who else could it be? And that led us to Merlin.
Merlin, yeah.
And
Okay.
Merlin's rival is Madame Mim, which would be why Madame Mim would be trapped in the book. 'Cause-
Yeah, I'm just trying to cast a wider net because
Yeah.
right.
we've been given like small tiny bits of Greek mythology. Maybe they can go that kind of route.
But yeah, Disney does that too. They
There isn't even just like there's lots of mythology out there. You could go on the side of Mulan and find some, magical emperor that can write stories.
Oh wait! In this episode, there was a mention of a dragon
Yeah,
It was
dragon.
it
He
was
was
the dragon. It
The
was
dragon,
back from
yes, not the author.
season
in
two.
China.
yes.
My dad said, "What if it's
And-
Mushu?"
No, that was the same. Well, maybe. That could have been.
What's
but
her
that was
face
the same
killed her.
dragon that we saw in season 2. Do you remember that episode, The Dragon?
And he died.
he died.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because what's her face killed him.
It was Tamara.
Tamara killed him.
It was
yeah.
Tamara and August when they went, they were going and they were seeing, and she had the money and her photo of her grandmother and,
Yeah.
all that. And then she ended up killing the dragon,
Yep.
It doesn't.
Maybe
have
she
to
killed
be-
Mushu, that bitch.
maybe. Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Season 2. We're only
Yeah.
in season 4, and it seemed like forever ago. That's
It
2
was
seasons,
forever.
2 years ago. That's
So
not
many
that.
things have happened since then, though.
Yeah.
We have
so
other
many.
shows that have 10 years between, we're Supernatural.
Don't
We're
even
10
get
years
me
in.
started.
And we still talk about stuff in season 1 like it was yesterday.
No,
So, this is only
listen.
2 seasons away.
Can I tell you, whenever you guys bring up something that happened in past seasons of Supernatural, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
smile and nod because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Smile and nod, fellas. Just smile and nod.
It could have been Mushu. Where'd that whistle come from? Mushu. Mushu. There we go. I sound like Gopher now.
Yeah, you do?
I am a dragon. Not
Oh my
like-
God, what if the
I don't do
author
that
is Christopher
tongue thing.
Robin?
Ooh.
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 Evil Christopher Robin.
Most of all, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see where this storyline goes. I'm still putting bets on Madame Mim. That's my pick right
I
now.
like that too.
Stanley, it's Stanley.
We're gonna have to just go through the whole all the Disney movies.
No, it's Stan Lee.
I'm gonna have to really brainstorm because I think if they take it in the Greek mythology route, I'm really gonna have to think of who could.
Yeah.
Either that or it's the Country Bear Jamboree.
Oh God, that was a horrible movie.
I did not even know it was a movie.
Yes, they had a movie. Yes,
I just remember going to see the actual
I
attraction at
remembered-
Disney.
they don't have that anymore.
I
in
know,
Disney.
I know.
Terrible.
They
They
took
don't
that
have
out.
that. It's now Winnie the Pooh.
They took out Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. They took out.
No, they didn't. Mr. Toad's Ride still there.
No, it's not. It is in
At
Disneyland.
Disneyland?
No, I'm talking about Disney World.
No, they
Um,
took out. They took out the.
it's a Winnie
Jamboree
the
at
Pooh
Disneyland.
adventure in Disney World now.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
It is in Disneyland too. It's not there anymore. Country Bears aren't there anymore.
I'm talking about Mr. Toad is Disney. It's Winnie the Pooh now, and they took out Thousand Leagues Under the Sea in Disney World. They took out like everything. So
Well,
Not everything. You're
well, they
exaggerating.
kind of took the same things out, except for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in Disneyland, like the underwater submarine ride is now in Nemo.
yeah, I mean we got a Ariel's Grotto. We got a new ride there. So
That one's pretty.
That's
cute.
that one is in Disney California. My daughter had to go on that one.
There's one in in Disney World now.
They
It's
just
in
built it, yeah.
New Fantasyland.
Yep.
They have a whole new section of the park.
Along with the Beast's castle, you go there for dinner.
It's
and
gorgeous.
They have
gorgeous.
They have a dessert you can try called the gray stuff.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. Because they can sing, they can dance. After all, Miss, this is France. And
They have the new Lilo and Stitch thing there too. I don't think they'll bring in Lilo and Stitch because that's just way too alien-y. Or once.
means family.
They could totally bring in Lilo. That's fine.
Lilo, yeah.
I want them to bring the Haunted Mansion in.
Maybe Halloween.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
No.
No. I hate you.
I like them.
Maybe
And-
for
and you know-
Halloween they'll do something like with the Haunted Mansion and maybe.
Where did Omi go? Nikki, go back.
You're gonna give her nightmares.
Where'd she go?
I think she fell out of her chair.
I don't know.
There she is. But you know what's gonna give Nikki nightmares, real nightmares, is the fact that we saw Regina's nightmare of Robin Hood, which means that Maid Marian can't be too far around the corner.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean like they're bringing him back, so they'll have to bring her back?
Yeah.
They can't
Please
bring
don't.
her back. She'll die as soon as she
Die.
goes over the freaking line. She'll freeze.
Yeah, sure. Bring her back. Bring her back.
No, because the magic was dispelled. It's gone now.
No, it's still there.
What magic? No.
The frozen heart magic. It's
Yeah,
gone.
but-
She
yeah,
crossed the
but
line.
there's-
It's gone. So as soon
but
as she
they
comes
said-
back, it's gonna be gone.
No, because they said if she comes back, it's back.
They didn't
didn't
say
say
anything.
They didn't
about
say that. They
No,
never
they
said
didn't
that.
say anything about coming
Yeah.
back because they thought coming back.
They said
was
she
impossible.
couldn't come back. Yeah.
They thought coming back was impossible, so they didn't say anything about coming back.
Right.
I think it would still be there if she came back.
I don't know.
It'd be reenacted.
Or maybe they could finally just let the sun do it, because you know that's the answer. The sun loves her.
They can just let her die.
Roland.
Why do you want her dead so much?
Not.
Nikki doesn't even want her dead.
I just want her gone.
And she's gone. Are you happy?
No problems with her. I
She's
don't
gone
know
with
so much of
Robin.
these for No.
Yeah.
So are you happy?
I'm
Nikki will
not.
never be happy.
That's true.
I'm super bitter about the whole Marion thing, so yeah.
So salty.
Marion
Yeah.
is the author.
God, no, she's not. She's too stupid.
You don't know. No. Maybe she,
She's been playing dumb this whole time.
maybe. Who knows? I mean,
Then she's not. Then how is she trapped in the book?
She wants you to think she is.
Oh,
you
God.
know what? Emma went back and she fucked up the timeline, so anything is possible.
Yeah. I mean, Emma's the real problem now because Rumpel did reveal that his master plan is to get rid of the Savior, and not by killing her, but by filling her heart with darkness.
And we already saw it happening. I mean, she already said that she would take that dagger and stab Rumpel right through the heart.
That's not what.
That's not. I mean,
No,
Basic,
She
yes.
said
No.
it as much as hypothetical as any of us say any of the violent things that we say.
yeah. It's.
None of us are actually going to go murder people. At least I hope.
All three of us are like looking off to the side, like, yup, that's not gonna happen at all.
Mm.
You know what I mean.
We know.
And Charming
I know.
and Snow are getting like all nervous, and it's like, guys, calm down.
Well, you know, I mean, it's everything. If you remember, I mean, anything in a story.
Nikki's
You
praying
take-
right now.
I'm
Take
you know
like
what?
Star Wars, but like the dark side's easy. It's easy to give into that hate.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
easy to give into that, but it's harder work. So it's easy to slip into the darkness.
Snow is being such a hypocrite right now. What did she do as soon as those three came into town? She's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And she meant it. Whereas Emma's just like, yeah, you know what? Hypothetically, I can just stab the guy.
Yeah.
No, Snow, she seriously went up to them and said, I'll kill you if you do anything like this or that or whatever.
She said she'll rip their hearts out. That's not necessarily
Yeah.
killing them. We've seen that you can live without a heart.
Yeah, but I don't think Snow's gonna do the whole evil queen rip out the heart thing. I think she's literally gonna rip out their heart so that they die.
Well, they can't do that anymore with Ursula
Like-
because she's gone.
Like, not magically rip out their hearts.
No.
Like,
Well,
Mortal
the-
Kombat rip out their hearts.
The whole thing with Ursula now is did this cause them to trust Regina more?
Because that's Ursula was the mole. They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madam Eyebrow
so.
said that Ursula was the mole.
Yeah.
Right, so are they going to trust Regina more now? Are they going to
Yes,
take her
of
in?
course they are. They're gonna have to lean on her more.
They lost one of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, she got her happy ending, so
But will
She doesn't
Regina
care.
turn?
Regina, it depends on the author. That's what's going to come into play here. And I don't know. We're gonna have to see what progress they make. Let's check out the synopsis. Next week is called Best Laid Plans. In it, Hook tells Emma that her fate is at stake in Gold's plan, while Regina leads the villains on a wild goose chase. Henry makes a breakthrough in his search to find the author, but Mary, Margaret, and David need a moment to reconsider the best course of action. In a fairy tale land flashback, Snow and Charming search for a way to ensure their child will grow up to be a hero. When a traveling peddler directs them to visit a kindly old hermit, Snow and Charming are presented with a choice that could secure their child's goodness, but at a price that will haunt them for years to come.
It's Rumpel.
A kindly old
No.
hermit
The hermit is the apprentice.
is the
Yeah.
apprentice.
Best laid
Yeah.
plans of mice
Yeah,
and
that's
men
right.
because it's Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! It's funny. Get it? Get
Yep.
the joke?
Yeah, Best Laid Plans was the Of Mice and Men movie, right? It was the sequel movie. It was also a book, but there was, I believe
well,
there was
from the-
two
Well,
movies. One was Of Mice and Men.
The quote from Of Mice and Men is best laid plans of mice and men. is the
Right.
quote.
Right. There was also a movie. I think it was.
Yeah, there was a movie, My Cinnamon.
I don't remember. No, it's a sequel to the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, in the little little thing you get after the, they take Maleficent's kid.
Yeah. Which is an egg. She laid an egg.
She laid an egg.
More or less.
Maybe it was just in an egg-shaped cradle.
No, Maleficent.
Snow had her
can-
arms around an egg. It was an egg. Maleficent laid an egg.
Maleficent laid an egg. So does that mean that she doesn't have a daddy?
That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, the egg
Could
has to be
that the daddy's
fertilized.
another dragon. Maybe she
Yeah.
had dragon sex.
Whatever.
Dragon sex.
Yeah, she found another
Another
dragon.
dragon.
They bumped uglies. Bumped really.
Well,
giant-
we all know that Deadpool loves to ride Maleficent in her dragon
There
form.
we
so
go.
Princess Deadpool.
Princess Deadpool. He's up there. I was actually thinking about putting like little crown stickers on this.
Do it.
Yeah, so
Do it.
I did remember in the preview for next week, the one they showed after the episode, we did see the Sorcerer's Apprentice in it again. So yeah, that would make sense that he's the peddler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, he's not the traveling peddler. He's the kindly old man that
Old
the
man,
peddler
yeah.
sends them to.
Oh, the kindly old hermit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So who's the
Scarlet Hermit,
peddler?
Because that's
The-
how it's explained. That's how Rumpel explains it to Anna.
Right.
He
So who's
says-
the peddler?
Is the- oh, that's a good question.
Is it the peddler from Aladdin?
Maybe. It could be. I mean,
Come on here, hear a tale.
With the lace.
Yeah.
Camels roam.
With the sand and the glasses, right?
Well, at least now we might get a little bit more backstory of what exactly they did to Maleficent and her baby.
For all we
Well, I
know,
think we're gonna get the answer.
for all we know, the peddler could be Rumpel.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. A
he could be
disguised Rumpel.
disguised, yeah.
Yeah.
But why would he send Snow and Charming to the apprentice?
Because he's got visions of the future, and
Maybe he
knew
knows
that was the
that-
course they needed to take to allow things to happen the way they happened.
Yeah.
Because
Well, now he's like, he sees all, but he didn't see this shit
I
coming
don't
where he
think
has
he's
to make
got-
Emma evil.
I don't think he's got that gift here for
No.
whatever reason. I don't think he can see the future anymore in Storybrooke. That's the impression I'm under. Because if he could, then he wouldn't be trying some of the stupid things that he's been doing.
I think he saw up to the point where Emma made the town come back to life, and that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't think he had anything to do with them.
Because
But
I feel like even up to... Because when Storybrooke, when the curse was gone, I think that's when he lost the power. And because I know that was a power that he took from the seer.
Oh, you're right. So it wasn't really...
Yeah, so that leads me back to the whole, Maid Marian thing is because that was put on her after, so I believe her coming back into the town would neutralize that. I believe she'd be okay coming into the town. I think Rumpel losing the power that he gained as opposed to the powers that he had retains,
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Indeed. You guys have anything else for this episode?
No.
I hope they reunite, Maleficent with her kid, because that'd be like Philip and Austin. That'd be her happy ending.
We still think it's Lily.
Yeah,
It might be, but that would be her happy ending.
What?
Yeah, that Maleficent's happy ending would be to be reunited with Lily. I'm gonna say Lily.
We're all assuming that Lily's her daughter.
Right, and it's a fairly good assumption.
Yeah.
I can't think of... Right now, I just don't picture Lily and a person. I just can't... Help me out, Pierce.
Lily was the one
girl
from Emma's past when she was boarded up with the Snow Queen, the girl that we thought was Tiger Lily.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we think that's Maleficent's kid.
Daughter. She'd be the same age as Emma.
Yep. So, because that all kind of fits with the timeline. So.
But that would mean that Lily has powers too, whether or not she knows it or not.
Correct.
Well, I mean, Emma didn't know she had powers till last season?
Yep.
She was just the savior.
And Emma fled when she discovered her powers, so she has no clue if Lily, discovered hers or anything like that. So we're under that assumption that's that. So that is Maleficent's happy ending. I don't see Ursula. I don't even know what Ursula's looking for.
Ursula got her happy ending.
Not Ursula, Cruella.
Puppies?
I think
we don't know enough about her.
No, we don't know.
We need her backstory.
She needs an esthetician to wax her eyebrows.
No, what she's looking for is the actual color that's supposed to be in her hair.
Oh.
She lost that a long time ago. She's looking for that.
Her eyebrows.
Her real eyebrows.
Real eyebrows. She's looking for those.
Not next week and not the week after. But episode 19, there's an episode called Sympathy for the Deville. So I think we'll get her, or the devil. So I think we'll get our answers there.
Oh my god, episode 21, 20 and 21. Oh, god.
Yeah. So the finale episodes are called Operation Mongoose Part 1 and 2. So we could kind of tell that those are very storybook central right there, so we're gonna get the answers in the finale, and whatever.
And then they're gonna leave us on a big freaking cliffhanger.
Whatever comes out of the book, whatever comes out of the book is what we're gonna be left with for next season. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense because you were saying like Cinderella is gonna happen within probably next season. So
that's my guess. Yeah.
That's your guess. So if whatever comes out of the book is what they're gonna be dealing with. The Cinderella stuff is going to happen in the second half of next season. Yeah. That's how I like
what they
or
did
it could be tied in, because we don't exactly know. Whatever's coming,
Wizard
it could
of Oz
be tied into Cinderella, too. It could be something that she dealt with, or, And especially if we're going to deal with whatever is going on with the Knave, if we're going to find out, because they've been hinting at Wonderland and all that, and big if, because I'm still not sold on this, but if Anastasia is actually Cinderella's stepsister and all that, then that could still tie in really well.
I hope that's how it is, because I remember our arguments, and
I hope it's not, because I want to be right. That's the only reason.
What? You don't want Anastasia to be Cinderella's stepsister? You don't. No.
Correct.
Because if she is, then he'd be wrong.
Correct.
Yeah. And he wants to be right.
No.
He's wrong.
Yeah.
Nikki, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Clio, where can people find you?
You can find me on the socials at CleoMoto and on Twitch at the CleoMoto.
Rachel, where can the people find you being wrong?
I'm being wrong. And why am I wrong?
Yeah, seriously.
She wants the same thing.
No. I get the better reaction out of you. That's
I didn't even know y'all are arguing about it anyway, so.
Savannah 17, and
Maleficent riding, or Deathwing. Deathwing.
He doesn't have his crown on.
Deadpool riding Maleficent. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM, where I will be right about Anastasia.
And wrong about a lot of other things.
You can also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week. See you poor unfortunate souls later.
Poor unfortunate souls.